Welcome to Laugh Free and Laugh Hard. We're back.
You fucked it up.
Did I say laugh free? Live free.
You did say laugh.
Live free, laugh hard. Jesus, we haven't done this in a while. We gotta really do this more often.
No way, KT, do we?
Yeah, there is a time difference. Okay,
I've been asking.
you have.
I even had an emergency. We need to do an emergency episode because somebody that I know, from between a couple of people, was hostage in Israel, and we need to get this fucker back. And you're like, yep, definitely, we're doing this weekend. And then that weekend came, and you were like, yeah, so about that. And then, the guy's back here already, so we fucked that one up entirely.
But here's the thing, right? You live a life of a bachelor, a young virile young man in the mountains, the mountain-esque region of wherever. I am an American with 2 kids, a wife, 18 jobs.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. Yeah.
So it's a little tough, but we're going to try to do this more often. It's on me. I will take full responsibility. That's my fault.
I've been saying this to you since day one, since 2016.
Yeah.
Right? Stop putting your kids and your family above the show.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I think about it. Funny story. Actually, an hour before we recorded this, my wife called me up and said, "Your daughter has something to say to you." And I was like, "Yes." She's like, "Daddy." I'm like, "Yes." I fucking love you. I'm like, that's the sweetest thing that you want as a father to hear that from your kid. I was like, I fucking love you too, bro. Let's go.
Well, that was for a comedy podcast. That was real funny, KT. Anyway,
it was. You'll see the real joy of a 6-year-old saying "I fucking love you" to you. It's gonna be great.
I have kids, so I have a stepson, and I threw him into a fan by accident once. So.
Yeah, let's not do that. That's not funny.
He didn't really hit the fan, but he almost hit the fan.
It's actually child abuse, which is funny in some cases. It was not deliberate.
No, we were just
no, it wasn't. No, I swear it wasn't. No.
He's one of those kids. He's an awesome kid. Don't get me wrong, but he's one of those kids that just doesn't know when the joke's fucking over. And you're like, okay, stop now, stop. Right? I'm going to punch you if you don't stop. And then, whatever. So I chuck him, and there was one point where I kind of chucked him up the way, and the fan was kind of going, and I was like, okay, let's not do that. So chucked him back in the bed instead.
First parenting lesson right there. Don't throw him into a fan.
Don't cause permanent damage.
Yeah.
And or visible damage.
Don't visible. That's what I was gonna say. Visible. Don't leave marks. And if you do, back of the thigh. All the meat is. No one sees that.
Yeah. Or linoleum. You can beat them with linoleum. Nobody will ever know.
Yeah.
You can go to town on them with linoleum. Like a tube of linoleum. You can beat the living fuck out of your kids with those. Nobody's ever going to have a clue.
Speaking of having kids, today's topic, we're going to be talking about Amy Schumer, who has a child.
And Chelsea Handler, who doesn't have any kids.
Who doesn't have no one because she's miserable.
She's miserable. I'll see you next Tuesday.
That's right. She is. So when we started this podcast, we were like, okay, how do you feel about women comedians?
You're just not on it today.
I'm not. I'm like,
lock in.
I'm like, let's go. All right. Women comedians, which is kind of like a touchy subject. It is a touchy subject. It's delicate because some people are like, funny's funny. And I think comedy's subjective. Whether you're a man, woman, black, white, whatever. If you're funny, little person like Brad Williams, you're funny. If you don't know who Brad Williams is?
Oh, is he the one where he's like a small person?
Yeah.
What's the PC?
I said little person
for that.
I said little person.
Little small. What's the fucking difference?
I said little person. You're like a little small guy. I don't like that either.
Listen, right? Compared to the words we used to call little people, right? You know what I mean? I know a little person. My best buddy, he's 5'3", 4". He's a little person. You know what I mean? So how can I differentiate one from the other?
No, your buddy's just short.
Trying to be nice.
He's just short.
Short seems smaller than little person. He's a little person.
No, you say little person, you're meaning a little person, not like a 5'2" guy who could probably play point guard in NBA.
No.
Yeah.
Could he? At 5'2"?
Yeah, there was a guy who's like 5'2", played in the NBA here.
Well, he can't because he's white.
Well, I mean,
He can't jump.
those white guys, gym rats, really, really, really glue guys. Not a lot of athleticism, but good team guy.
Broad. Well, I don't know. I think that when it comes to team sports, like especially American white guys, they fucking love that shit. They love that shit. Like
Well,
they cannot wait for bro. Yeah.
Before we get to the actual topic of the show, there are like special, like kind of like keywords to describe someone, an athlete, without saying their nationality, but you know what they mean.
Is it like jogger?
No, it's like gym rat, meaning they're in the gym practicing a lot. That's a white guy.
I just want to let you know, like jogger is like a dog whistle for police for like a nasty word for black people.
I did not know that.
Yeah, did you not know that? I only found out the other day, and I hate to say this, but I did laugh like immediately. I was like, and then I was like, "That's really actually fucked up." But I did giggle, like it was kind of funny.
Jogger,
like there, like that's just fucking. That's so
I know. All right, that's a real topic. We're just killing time. We figured we'd do two at the same time because one, obviously, one has a stand-up career, kind of still. The other one does a lot of TV, writes books. She just hosted the Golden Globes here 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, sorry, Chelsea.
Yeah. So we'll start with Amy Schumer. What are your thoughts on who she like? Obviously, you were not as familiar with these two before the show. You had to do some background.
No, I kind of knew Handler from like before I even like first went to the States or anything like that, and I can't exactly remember how she kind of cropped up. I think it was that time she was banging 50 Cent. You remember that?
It probably was, yeah.
Yeah, so it might have been like that whole thing. That's how I got into my stratosphere. Which, funnily enough, I think that's the last time that Chelsea Handler had a funny bone in her body. But I wasn't. I feel like she just didn't have a broader appeal outside of the US, really, to be honest with you. So I was aware of her presence. She did like an interview, I think, with Dave Grohl before everybody hated him. That kind of did the rounds over here as like just kind of
who hates Dave Grohl?
Oh, everybody hates Dave Grohl now since he cheated on his wife.
Okay, well, tomatoes. Was one indiscretion.
But it sounds like there was actually a couple of indiscretions, maybe sometimes 3 indiscretions at the one time.
Listen, you don't talk about Dave Grohl. That's the man right there.
Do you know what? Like
he feeds the homeless. He cooks for them.
But here's the thing, though, right? This is the thing about Dave Grohl. I'm not going to spend too long on this, right? Dave Grohl is like Keanu Reeves, right? Nice guy, no talent.
See, I felt that way about Keanu Reeves until I watched John Wick, and I'm like, where's this been forever?
Oh, and John Wick is such a multifaceted character.
He is.
He's not.
It is.
The hook for John Wick, right, is like, you killed my dog, and I'm going to kill you. And it's like, you thought I was just an average guy, but I'm actually Keanu Reeves. That's the whole thing. That's from beginning to end. Like that's
yes,
like
but there are layers. I think you see the layers in chapter 3. Chapter 3, you see layers of John Wick, and in chapter 4, the final, you see more layers. The first two is Mortal Kombat. Those last two are like, okay, you kind of seen it now.
I'll even actually say like the first John Wick movie, is very close to Die Hard. When you go to like 2, it just like that was
two had a purpose behind it. 2, the story for 2 was good. 3 led off of 2 because he messed up inside the Continental, and he had to be penalized because you can't, kill someone part of the club in the hotel. So 2 had a purpose, which is kind of, and 2 you got midway through the movie, you realize, okay, that was the reason why. But 3 was all based on 2.
Yeah, so my point being there is, right, 2 into 3, right? So say that you get into like if 1 was Die Hard, right, then 2 was kind of this, what is this? Then it gets towards the end and realizes it's kind of like setting up like a series. Mm-hmm. And then when you get to 3 and 4, it gets so utterly stupidly fucking ridiculous that it goes into like Marvel logic of like filmmaking, where it kind of like there's parts where he's in the desert on a fucking horse shooting at a guy on horseback, and then he's in Paris, like getting hit by a car but having to shoot out in Paris, and it just becomes so like over the top. It's like
four, I'll give you that. Four got like Marvel-ish and like okay.
Well,
three with the story of the adjudicator coming in and then the guy possibly losing the hotel because he let the guy. Oh, everything that didn't have John Wick was so interesting, and then Wick kind of picking up favors to get back into like fight everyone off around the world. That was the whole story of it.
Right, but like weigh all 4 John Wick movies against like a really good action scene from like say like Oldboy, like the hallway scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't have that grasp. Anyway, my point about Keanu Reeves and Dave Grohl is like they're really nice guys and we like them personally. We want them to do well.
Yeah, Chelsea Handler, not a good person. We don't want the. Here's my issue with Chelsea
Cleans up. Bitch cleans up.
Here's because and I wrote a list of comedians I watched growing up, female comedians, and I compared Amy Schumer.
Chelsea Handler. Short list.
No, I mean, no. Yeah, I had this whole list. I brought up a list of like comedians from the last 30 years. And I picked up the ones that I actually watched, that I actually liked. I remember seeing HBO specials and like, oh shit. And I was like 9 or 10 because I was a nerd watching HBO comedy specials at 9 or 10.
Yeah. I mean, I was right there with you.
Yeah, Miles Mabley was like the first real big stand-up. She was older black woman from like the 50s and 60s. Sarah Silverman, she's been around.
Oh yeah.
I forgot how long she's been around.
I feel like Sarah Silverman she's like one of those chicks that can't go away because she's always kind of in hot water.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's always just treading it barely, and was very outspoken about a couple of things. She was kind of like
forever, always.
But like even like things like that kind of still haven't come to light. Like if you go back and watch Bad Crowd, like she was leaving a breadcrumb trail.
Sandra Bernhardt, do you know who she is?
No.
Okay. Judy Tenuta.
No.
Margaret Cho.
Yes.
Okay. Wanda Sykes.
Oh yeah, I know Wanda. Like actually, Wanda might be my favorite character in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And underrated one, Janine Garofalo.
No idea.
No, Janine Garofalo. Okay.
If you send me a picture, I probably know.
Yeah. So those are the ones I grew up with. So like Garofalo went really political like after the Iraq war started. But before that, she was a regular stand-up. She's a stand-up will have like the paper on the stool and kind of go through things and has her bullet points. I'm like, that's kind of cool. She could look and go, by the way, that was cool. Judy Tenuta was like kind of weird and awkward and played like a guitar, like a little ukulele.
Oh, I do know that chick. She is funny. She's like alternate comedy. I do like people who do their thing. I appreciate it for the art.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling around laughing at it, but like,
cool. Margaret Cho was great, and then she wasn't, and then she was again. I think when she got a TV show on ABC, she had a sitcom that wasn't funny, and I think that messed up her stand-up career completely.
Okay.
Sandra Bernhardt was nuts. In like from 87 to like 94, she was insane. Red hair, she had like a gap, and her voice was a little raspy.
Was she on SNL?
If she was, she might be like one of the one season cast members that really didn't work out very well on SNL.
There's a whole episode about it. Why don't you check that out?
I should check that out. But this is what I grew up watching, right? Mm-hmm. When I look at Chelsea Handler, and I'm looking at Amy Schumer a little bit later.
Oh, we're starting with Handler now?
Yeah, on Handler right now.
Okay, cool.
There wasn't like one stand-up she did that I was like, oh, that was really good. She had a TV show on E, which is here the entertainment channel.
That was the Chelsea Lately, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not really great. She was kind of like Wendy Williams. If people know who Wendy Williams is here, she's pretty much talk shit about celebrities, and that was her essentially. But she was a comedian doing it, so she was clever about it with a room of writers.
Yeah. So the thing I kind of feel about that is like, do you think that was kind of like a little bit of like selling out slightly? Like, not even selling out really, but like, look, this shit's comfortable. I can go and host these shows to like bored 40-something-year-old housewives. And like you're kind of selling a product at that point rather than being like a countercultural comedian. Do you think like that's what it was? Because like nobody could fucking blame you for doing that.
Yeah, I feel like you got money from Comcast saying, hey, we like what you do. Come do a late night show. That's not really going to draw any ratings, but we have a niche audience that will probably gravitate to you.
Mm-hmm.
You take the money. I can't hate her for that. But in the same vein, I didn't watch every night because I'm watching like Conan because that's the dude. But you did watch. You're like, okay, it's a crappy low budget talk show with just a nice set. It was nothing really great about it.
Was it like that kind of like? Was it like that's what I'm saying? Like it's probably like steady income.
It was steady income, but even like her as a talk show host wasn't great because you see like a Conan, David Letterman, Jay Leno was good at it for a while. When they interviewed, they kind of led the guests, like, hey, this is what we're going to talk about, led them into the story, and then had something to kind of add to what they were saying. That was also funny. Correct. Perfect example.
Craig Ferguson also.
That was just weird, though. I liked it because he's weird. But Craig Ferguson also didn't promote anything. His
stand-up was fucking weird. You ever watch the stand-up?
Oh, my God, yeah.
It's really funny. Like, and it's all like a lot of like, kind of like anachronism stereotypes about being from the UK, even though he's Scottish. Like, I'm not going to bring that up, but like
American citizen now.
Well, for fucking some, innit? Sorry. Yeah, so he's.
As soon as I said that, I'm like, there's gonna be a reaction to that.
Yeah. Don't fuck up, KT. Yeah, like so he's. But again, like he did an interview with like some of my favorite people. He always had really interesting guests. I think more so than even like Conan or like they kind of got like celebrities and stuff. But I remember like once he had like Clive Barker, the writer, on, and he had like I can't remember the guy's name, Bishop Tutu.
Yeah,
like he just had like this kind of random assortment of like really cool guests, and he was also like because he's not from the States. He kind of had a little bit of something, and he has like a very musical voice because he's Scottish. Like I wouldn't be able to get away with having a talk show.
Yeah, but even with him having interesting guests, even when he had an actor or actress there to supposed to promote a movie, which they never did. They did awkward pauses and play harmonica. He was just funny with it. He was able to make an interview that is not supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Funny, interesting.
Hilarious. Yeah.
She interviewed, and they didn't get the cream of the crop guest on E, let's be honest. But it's just this dry, like, so what's up? Oh, so what are you up to?
Yeah, it was. And there's this thing about Handler that's like, I don't know if it's a shtick or if it's just her, but it's kind of like, I'm sarcastic and cunty. And that's my whole thing. That's my whole personality.
I think that's a real thing. I don't think it's an act. I think
I thought it was an act because I thought it was a bit for the longest time, right? But I might have brought this up before. Have you ever listened to the podcast History Hyenas with Chris Stefano and Giannis Pappas?
No.
Right, you remember Giannis Pappas? Maurice Shop on the Upper West Side, like that shit, right? So they have the podcast. Like if you're watching it, like listen to that podcast, it's genuinely so funny. But she was on it. I think she was promoting a book or something. I don't think I've ever felt as uncomfortable listening to a podcast because every joke that they made, like she said something about her tits, which she always loves to bring up.
Always does.
Yeah, loves it. Because the last good thing about her. So Chris Stefano, they're sponsored by like Blue Chew, right? And he said like, he used that as like a segue to like, bring up the Blue Chew thing because she said like her nipples were hard or whatever, right? And she just completely tore it. She's like, what do you mean? Why would I take Blue Chew? And she's like, maybe if there's a penis between my tits, but there's not. And it's like, dude, can you just fucking unclench?
Just go with it.
Yeah, this is the business. Like, you're on here to promote your fucking book. We need the ad revenue. Like, this is how this works. Like, it's like you're almost breaking the immersion a little bit, but it was like hormone therapy and a few antidepressants would not go astray.
So with that, it says here on the always accurate Wikipedia,
Oh yeah,
she's written 6 books that were all #1 on the New York Times bestseller list.
That doesn't surprise me though, because there's a lot of shit in the New York Times bestseller list. Like,
Valid.
and I feel like she has an audience, like, because I don't think she's like known as like the stand-up woman. She's known as the person who hosted the stuff and had the fucking thing on E and stuff like that. So it's like you got to kind of weigh it up against that. It's like she probably is an industry unto herself. Like, she probably worth a lot more than we even realize. So we're definitely worth a lot more than I'll ever be worth. Put it that way. Like, I'm here talking shit about her. Like, I'm not even on her fucking radar. But like, she probably has like a demographic that she has like locked in. So that doesn't surprise me that she has like that. And she's from Livingston, New Jersey, and I've been there. Like, nobody has a sense of humor there.
The fact she's from Jersey, I was like, she is? Well, damn it.
No, man, it tracks. It tracks. Like, look at her.
It tracks, but it's also like, I was hoping for,
where?
North Carolina, Virginia,
Virginia, nah. North Carolina, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I can see
Virginia's that like has someone who you were here for a while. Obviously, you didn't go south, but I think Virginia, Maryland.
Thanks for bringing that up, man.
Second time. Virginia and Maryland are like not the South to me.
What the fuck happens in Maryland? Who goes to Maryland?
Maryland's like Delaware. It's like, where are you?
I was in where fucking Joe Biden's from.
Like
in finance.
What's the point? What's the point of Delaware? Maryland has a little bit more of a point.
It's cheap.
Yeah, never college there. It's a college state essentially. It state's this big, and the college takes up this much of it.
Like, next time you're passing through Delaware, go into the Walmart. Like, buy some things at Walmart. It's so cheap compared to like Jersey.
Because all those companies incorporating there, that's just flooding the market with money. Apparently,
there was I came back. I remember like I had like my fucking rucksack going through there, and like I was up in the Poconos, right? So you came back like that. Wasn't Poconos?
Great place.
Shit, maybe what?
I love the Poconos.
I do. I love the Poconos too. Like, probably one of my best memories. So much fun. Best sausage, egg, and cheese I've ever had. But like, Delaware just had the cheapest shit. So I just filled my backpack with cigarettes before I got back to Jersey. I would have to pay like an arm and a leg for them.
Well, Delaware, the Poconos has a good memory for me because I had a bachelor party there, a buddy of mine, and we imported some adult entertainment from New York to the Poconos for the night, and it was fun. So forever and ever. Jeez, I was trying not to use the word stripper, but yes, strippers.
You private stripper or like erotic masseuse?
3 of them.
How many of you were there?
1, 2, 3. There's like 13 of us.
Jesus Christ! Three strippers. We need 13 people.
And then their bouncer was there. He's like, guys, take it easy. Like, all right. And he's like, just if you need singles, come here. And me, I go like, I got $100 here. I need some singles. He's like, gotcha. And his book bag's just full of singles. I'm like, thanks, man.
I definitely prefer the strippers here than over there.
Here, has in your current location?
Well, not like right here. I don't have them out in my garden or anything, but like in Ireland.
You don't have strippers just at your beck and call outside?
No.
I've a shed?
There's one, I'm not going to mention the name of the establishment, but I've been over and back.
Unless they want to sponsor us, we'll gladly, take sponsor money to promote any strip club in the continental United States or around the world, for that matter.
I was going to bring something up there, but I don't actually want to because it's the crossing of 2 businesses right now. And I'm also kind of like worried about it's a thing I'll tell you about.
Whole thing.
But you're right. Like, Tom likes to get himself in hot water. Like, he did that again. Yeah. Actually, let's leave the stripper story. It's getting dangerous.
Yep. For my wife, she's So 6 books. She had a TV show. TV show ended. She's still around. She's not really doing a ton. So she hosted the award show.
I seen that the other night, and their jokes were pretty shitty.
In award show, I'm sketchy with award shows with like the monologue because leading up to it, did she host the Golden Globes or Critics' Choice? Because I think Nikki Glaser hosted the Golden
Much
Globes.
better comedian.
Not by much.
Nikki works.
That's another day, huh?
Nikki works. Nikki.
No, she does. She does, but I think with Nikki, and this is a whole other episode we probably do too. She's had 2 stand-up specials on HBO in the last like year and a half. They're essentially the same thing.
Like one's better her vagina, and the other one's better butthole.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In just shorter dresses. Like it's the same shit. And that's my issue. When I look at like Jeanine Garofalo, she just bounces and goes, yeah, I'm a female comedian, but who gives a shit? I'm gonna talk about dicks. And she's done her jumps. And it's different. Every stand-up special she had was like different. Sarah Silverman, amazing. Mom's Mabley was one-liners for an hour. Boom, boom, boom. I could only hear about your boyfriends and your sex life and a blowjob only so much from my, okay, is there anything else that you want to talk about besides this? The first one's great.
Like from Glazer?
Yeah.
I put you this way. Like I feel like honestly, like the stage persona of Glazer versus Glazer, like working is very different. I think the stage persona is one thing. Like I think if she did like I don't know, like a midnight turn up at like Caroline's or something, it would be different material. Like it would be, I think it would be really interesting.
And that's my thing. I feel like since Chelsea Handler doesn't really do stand-up anymore, I think the only way we see her, the public, is on award shows or on podcasts, like you said. And is she working on anything? What's she talking about? Like where are we going? Like what's your end game here? Because I feel like besides award shows and podcasts, what are you bringing to comedy?
But that's kind of
question.
That's kind of what I'm saying is like there's a steady thing, like just with the talk show stuff, and it's like if you get a steady paycheck from E, and then you also like, I don't know, maybe you made your money in stand up way back or a couple. I know that she was in a couple of movies or not.
No, she's like done no movies.
Well, what the fuck is like? Why are we even talking about her? Like 27 minutes of these people's time. You just fucking.
Let's be honest. This is about 10 of Chandler. Because we talk about everything else. We try to stay away from her as much as possible. But she's done a couple TV shows. But movie wise, what's her record here? Literally says television and film. I see a whole lot of TV. I see Will and Grace, the remake, which awful. This Means War, which she was kind of like a ancillary part of it.
Okay.
Reno 911 for an episode. She did the Bernie Mac show.
Fuck off. That makes sense. I could see that being a thing because while it's not the same, it would bounce appropriately. Like she would fit that. Yeah, there's no real movies here. She's done a TV show a year essentially up to 2019, and that's it. Besides besides her show, like an episode, she would like be a special guest star, but that's it. So my question becomes: was stand up your vehicle to get in and then dump it out? Because I feel like Schumer still is trying to like pursue stand up, and she's coming back and doing more stuff, which we'll talk about in a second. Is Handler, one, is she funny? And two, should she be doing anything major like a Critics' Choice, even though Critics' Choice is not really a good award show? Is she worth the time at this point to the public when she doesn't really do much? No, I think she's I don't like shitting on people either, right? But like,
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's my whole thing. But like, I'm a one-note hack. Like, I'm not trying to pursue a stand-up career and saying like, I'm interesting. Like, no, I host a podcast that I go.
You're not Cat Williams shitting at everybody right now.
Cat's amazing, dude. Like I remember the time he slapped that guy and then went off on a rascal. Just drove away on a fucking rascal.
But yeah, so yeah, is she worth the time at this point? Should we be looking at Ali Wong a lot more than Chelsea Handler?
Fucking Ali Wong is amazing. Ali Wong is so fun, but the latest one I didn't like. The latest Netflix thing I didn't love.
Or like Tig Notaro. Tig Notaro kills every special she does, even when she's talking about having cancer. I'm like, should I be laughing this much? I feel bad laughing this much, but this shit is funny.
I mean, cancer is usually funny.
Yeah, but then she I think she had breast cancer, so she took her shirt off to show she had Jesus Christ, there wasn't a punchline in that.
That's just hilarious because you're not expecting that.
I wasn't. When she took her shirt off, I was like, oh shit. And she's like, yep, got nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I can't.
That's amazing. I want to see that now.
So it's like we talk about that, and then we say, but Chelsea Handler's hosting an award show. I'm like, what? Why?
Imagine she did that in an award show.
I think we're getting to that point. I'm surprised she hasn't flashed it. Well, she was naked on Instagram, obviously covering up her friends. But she does occasional nude photos on Instagram occasionally.
She did that magazine cover a while ago. I could just hear
my
that.
daughter's
yeah,
I'm like, come on, boobs.
She did a magazine cover a while ago, if I'm not mistaken. And her brother used to message her about it. What the fuck, Chelsea? He had to open up the paper and then just to see his sister.
To see that, it's like, oh shit. Awful. All right, switching topics. We're gonna go to someone who was funny at one point. Amy Schumer. Also, once again,
before we do that,
know a lot, but not as much.
Before we do that, what's the final kind of verdict on Handler?
I don't like shitting on people.
All right, well, I can shit on her for you then. I'll do that.
Yeah, you're the one. I just there's nothing there. There's just nothing.
At this point, no. Maybe once upon a time she might have had something, but I don't think she was going to be spellbinding in any kind of regard. I think her interview skills I think she would probably be a lot better if she knew the person personally, and then they can shit on each other and just cut into each other.
Yeah.
I think that kind of would have been kind of her calling, almost kind of do you know that thing Between Two Ferns?
Yeah.
Something similar to that kind of vein.
I'm glad you said that because actually it's weird because my Facebook algorithm popped up with something that worked for this show. Ari Spears did an interview and he talked about how he used to be on Chelsea Handler's show a lot. And she was at the comedian panel, whatever. And she said something that was pretty funny. He kind of followed up. That was it. What was that echo?
Sorry, no, I've been I just disappearing bottle of water. Go ahead.
What?
Gary Spears.
He said something funny. She said something funny back about what he said, which usually means next joke, kind of you say it, and she says something funny, and you kind of move on. But then he kind of came back around and said something funnier, and he was like, I got my laugh, she got a big laugh. Then I came back and said the last thing and got the big girl laugh, and he said I was never booked on her show ever again.
So if she's that level of See You Next Tuesday, where it's she's in Ellen territory of being yeah, you can't be better than me. Blah, blah, blah. It's you're just what are you doing? Why are you even fucking doing it at this point? Just go home and just I don't know, invest in something.
He said her people said, "Oh, you just didn't bring it that night," and she felt you have been bringing it lately. And he was like, "What? What happened?" So that popped up this week. I'm like, "That's perfect timing. I didn't even look that shit up." So
thank God for the algorithm, man.
I know. Perfect way to end the never again spoken of Chelsea Handler in the show.
Yeah, my personal feelings on it is you probably could have been great once upon a time. You're not going to do anything now. I don't know why they keep having you. You feel upwards in Hollywood, don't you? It's just so many better people that could do it.
Yeah, actor, actress, movie executive. You don't do anything and just somehow just keep going up and up. And making more and more money.
Look at producers.
Yeah, they don't do anything now.
That's my point.
Producers can we get that? Can we change that color back there? Okay, cool.
We need to change that color, and I need another $5 million at the end of my paycheck. All right, guys, see you next year.
So they just shot Spaceballs 2.
Why?
Mel Brooks didn't direct it; he produced it. But they said Mel Brooks was like on it. Like, no, he's 99 years old. Like, no, we got no, do that, no, switch that, no, wait, say it like this. So he's like essentially directed a movie as a producer, which I would expect more producers to be like. Like, you're producing, meaning either is your project that you kind of gave permission to use, or you put the money in. So you should have more of a like more invested, not just financially, but like artistically. And producers are just you see their name like he did that shit, like he was part of it.
Yeah, you kind of. I don't know. But then when you look at like the things that Tarantino has produced, you can tell he's produced it before you see his name.
A lot of feet.
Yeah,
just say it. He likes feet. You know, feet.
Do you know what? He films feet, but he picked the best feet in Hollywood to film. So what are you gonna do?
I mean, well, in Death Proof, when her foot's just hanging out the window before Kurt Russell hits him with the car.
Yeah, that was
like,
rough.
Was that necessary? Did you really have to have her foot out and like have a steady cam shot? Huh?
Yeah. He's like sexualizing violence a little bit too much there, where it's like, because if it was like two people fucking and he hit him with the car, maybe there would have been something humorous about it. But because I don't live in the fact that I love feet like the way that he does, I'm like, I got one foot in the foot thing. Like, I'll stick a foot in my mouth if I need to, but like, it's not a clean foot, dickhead. But it's like, it's not. It's weird. Like, it's fucking strange to put those two things. I don't know. I'm not talking about Tarantino when I'm meant to be talking about fucking Schumer. I'm getting off topic again.
Amy Schumer. First of all, whenever a white person sells out the Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York,
they're usually shite.
Ultimate respect. I automatically think that person's awesome if they can sell out the Apollo.
So what's the history of that one?
Well, it was a stand-up special on HBO, and apparently I don't think she picked the Apollo, but I think the venue for the size of it is more intimate.
Okay.
And Harlem is, Harlem started being gentrified at that moment. So like Amy Schumer come to Harlem, and that's how she got Harlem.
See what Starbucks could do, man.
Starbucks and KFC.
You put some Starbucks in that corner, the white people will turn up.
That's right. That's right. I've not been to Harlem in years, but from what I've heard, 125th Street is just townhouses, condos, Starbucks. There's a Whole Foods there. I'm like, oh shit, they really went in. It's all over there now.
Once the Whole Foods moves in, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Like,
once the white people are like, we need some healthy food, Whole Foods. The black people just like, we're going to this side.
I can't be eating fried chicken all the time. Like, I need like organic chicken to eat from the same fucking.
But when you go to the bar, you know where they go at the end of the bar? At the end of the night? Fried chicken spot.
Yeah.
They love it in the morning.
That there was a pizza I had with you when we were shit-faced in Jersey City once. Mm-hmm. And there was a kid behind me. He was about 6'8", but he kept calling me racist, and I don't know why. I didn't say anything. But like, I had a pizza as he's calling me racist. I'm like, dude, this is the best fucking thing I've ever had in my life. I can't remember where it was, what I even ordered, but I just remember this being the most amazing fucking pizza I've ever
I remember what I ordered because I remember eating it the next day because I think I took a slice home, and I threw it up a half hour later in the Uber when I went home. So I remember
you guys taking the Uber?
Yeah, I think the pizza made me throw up. I think that was the bad idea.
All right, maybe it wasn't the best thing.
That was after
really hammered.
But that was after I did like the 13% beer in the fancy glass at the barcade. You remember?
Oh, we did go to the barcade. They played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and I got the menu. I looked for the beer with the most alcohol content, and I drink that all night. That night had to be 13.6% alcohol in this beer, and I had 3 of them after shots we took.
I got flashbacks then. Jeez, I forgot about this.
Yeah, that was not fun. But anyway, Amy Schumer sold the Apollo. Back to that.
Okay.
I thought we talk about Nikki Glaser a lot, like a couple minutes ago. I thought her first few stand-up specials, Schumer's, were really funny. Mm-hmm. Talk about her dating life. I feel like obviously, if you're a female comic now, that's almost like a prerequisite. You have to talk about your dating life and your sex life and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But she pivoted into other things, and that I appreciate it because she didn't just stay on that for an hour.
Yeah.
What killed me about her was when she got, and we kind of compared to Chelsea Handler, she got Inside Amy Schumer on Comedy Central, which is like the Chappelle show for her.
Well, wasn't that meant to be actually like pretty good?
The first, I would say 2.5 seasons were amazing.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went like Key and Peele got really weird season 3 on. Same thing with this shit. And it was around the same time. I think it might have been around the same time of Key and Peele and Inside Amy Schumer. It got really fucking weird towards the tail end.
Key and Peele Inside Amy Schumer.
Yeah,
wow, she had it.
But the last couple seasons of her show got really weird, and it came back real quick for like a quick run, and it just wasn't funny at that point. A couple years later, that's when I kind of started losing faith in Amy Schumer and anything she did.
It took it that long.
It did. Like, listen, I give people benefit of the doubt. I give people like, hey, if you made me laugh for an hour, you'll have my utmost confidence for a while longer. It takes one special to get me. It takes one special or 5 episodes of a show to take me out.
Yeah, I mean, so her stand-up I've seen some of. Like, I'm not going to say like I've seen the whole thing because I haven't. What I seen was I felt like I think it might be the earlier stuff that you were talking about where it's kind of reiterated like the dating life, the fucking sex life, like why did I also want to put it in the butt, blah 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 blah. It was just fucking.
It's like Bill Cosby. I'm put her in the butt.
And if I tried to imitate Bill Cosby, I wouldn't have been able to. So anyway, Bill Cosby probably put it in somebody's butt. Maybe Amy Schumer. We don't know.
No, we don't know.
So like it didn't stick with me in that kind of way. And then kind of like I think what happens with me is I'm very prone to not liking someone just because they don't laugh. But that doesn't mean that's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just seen her success and I was like, I feel like I was kind of like every other man that was like, oh, a woman doing well, fuck her. But it wasn't even like that. It just felt very kind of, there's more talented, funny women out there than you that should be doing what you're doing. But instead, it's your dumbass. And I think when she kind of like pivoted off into like I think it was like pregnancy stuff and like relationship stuff, like later, like married life or whatever the fuck. Like that was more interesting. But then I seen Ali Wong and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. She absolutely blew you out of the park there, no matter what you do. I think what Schumer kind of wanted, because she blew up there for a while, and it was like I was so annoyed she blew up because I'm like, I've seen so much better than you. I don't know why you're the one that's blowing up. It makes no sense.
Oh, I'm sorry, my daughter has popped in the camera. Say hi.
Hello.
Okay, go away. Speaking of comedy.
I went up the stairs and spying on you.
I know. Daddy's recording right now. You got to go.
You're live.
You're live.
Yeah.
Everyone sees you now. The whole world. Go away. Seriously, go upstairs, Bubba. Talking about female comedians.
Yeah, there you go. There's one.
So she's going to bother me this entire show now. This is going to be it right here.
It's cameo.
Well, no, I mean,
man.
Yeah, I think back when she came out, was there anyone? I'm trying to look at my list of comedians now. No, these were all older people. No, Garofalo, Sykes, Cho. No, was there any good female comedians back then besides her?
Oh yeah, like because Glazer was still a thing then, but also that other girl was coming up as well. And I wanted to make a point of bringing her up. She has like 3 Netflix specials.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. There's like no sex talk in it. Like there's no filth. What's her name? She's amazing.
Ali Wong. What's her name?
Wow, we're really bad at our job. I understand why our show's not.
I'm thinking of Taylor Tomlinson, and that's not the one.
No, it's not. Wait,
she hosted the show that was after Colbert. Oh my God, what's her name? I'm confusing Tomlinson and the other one. It is. No, I'm not talking about your name.
It is Taylor Tomlinson.
It's okay.
That's
there's another one too.
She's amazing.
Remember.
You literally just forgot my name this morning.
I did. Go away.
No.
Taylor Tom. No, there's another one.
There's more than one. I just think that Taylor Tomlinson and Ali Wong, for me, are my personal favorites. Taylor Tomlinson was kind of coming up around, I think. Didn't she do like Last Comedian Stand-In or something?
Schumer did, yeah.
No, Tomlinson.
Was that show still around?
By the time Schumer was big, I think so. You know, maybe it was a different show, but that kind of how she got her momentum, shall we say?
I'm thinking of someone completely different because there's another female comedian that has a few Netflix specials too. Whose name what's her name? It's gonna come to me in like 10 minutes.
Sienna?
But anyway, it's not Sienna. Just give me random girl names.
It's part of the show now.
It's part of the show now.
Yeah.
No, I feel like there wasn't this glut of female comedians when she started. So I was like, oh, funny female. Let's put her out there. And she got all the credit. She got all the press because they weren't this huge.
The one with the camel toe. What's her name? That was a shtick she did for a little bit. She's really, really famous, but she's not. She's like part of like the Rogan sphere almost.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to know her then.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
Oh, what's your opinion of Joe Rogan, man?
Well, Bert Kreischer apparently has a show on Netflix.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
And my wife was like, this is pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, it's Bert Kreischer. He's part of that Joe Rogan sphere. I'm out. So I can't really deal with that right now.
We should talk. I don't think I'm brave enough to talk about it. I feel like I'm going to have like a little laser dot up here.
No, we should. We should talk about it.
All right.
You got to go. Don't have children. Don't do it to yourself.
You see, unlike you, I'm a lot better at pulling out.
Yeah, I got to get better at that. I am now, but back then, not so much. Yeah, I mean, that's already done. That's already done already.
You're saying that.
So here's the other thing I want to talk about Amy Schumer too. She did Trainwreck, which is a really good movie.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Trainwreck yet?
No. I probably
Okay,
if I seen her in it, I'd be probably like, I'm probably not gonna like that.
I feel like everyone else in the movie was funnier than her. So it was Bill Hader. LeBron James was hilarious in it.
LeBron's in it?
Yeah. He plays himself.
I'm shocked. Like, obviously.
Yes, he
did. Even in fucking Space Jam, he played himself.
It was Space Jam too. Can I help you? No, go away. This is very annoying. Very annoying. All right, so Amy Schumer was in a movie called Trainwreck, where she was not the funniest person in the movie. So Bill Hader, you know Bill Hader, correct? Okay, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I think, it was Amy Mann. You know Amy Mann from This Is 40 and a lot of Judd Apatow movies she's in constantly.
This Is 40 with Tiffany Haddish in it?
No, with Paul Rudd.
I'm taking it like Girls Trip or something like that. Oh, with Paul Rudd did. No, that was I Love You, Man. No, not I Love You, Man. That one.
Great movie, by the way, too.
Yeah, no,
great movie.
Slap in the bass.
Slap in the bass. But you almost forget she's in the movie. Like, she had a few funny parts. She wrote the movie, so obviously maybe it was a conscious decision to make it that funny where everyone ate besides her. But you kind of forget, like, oh shit, this is Amy Schumer vehicle, and no one cares.
That's the thing. Like, I wonder, I'd hate to be the person that had to listen to that. Like, they had to come home after the premiere and say, oh my God, like, I wrote this fucking thing. I'm not the funniest person in the fucking movie. Like, all these assholes. Like, imagine having to be the person that has to listen to that shit.
Well, and it made bank. It made $140 million on a $35 million budget. So it made a lot of money.
Who gives a shit?
Exactly. Who cares?
Who fucking cares after that?
Sorry. Schumer, Hader, Brie Larson, Colin Quinn was in it. John Cena was in it. I forgot John Cena.
Colin Quinn?
Colin Quinn was in it. Tilda Swinton.
Colin Quinn
Tilda Swinton, who was in a comedy, which I'm like, Tilda Swinton does comedy?
That's funny. That's like David Bowie doing comedy.
Hey, he was on Extras on Ricky Gervais' show.
He was so funny.
When he sang that Little Fat Man song, I still sing that occasionally in my head.
Funny little fat man. What a little loser.
He's a little fat man with the pug nose face. I was looking at first.
like if you can look up like Bowie funny moments, and
Yeah.
one of my favorite, because I like really stupid comedy sometimes. An interviewer asked him, is like, David, now that we're into the 80s, how does it feel like to look back at your music in the 70s? And what way do you look back at it? He's like, I kind of look back at it like that. And then walks away.
Eliza Schlesinger. That's the name.
Mm,
That's the other one I was thinking about.
she's really good. She's awesome.
Yeah, off the top of my head. But I think that was after Schumer. That wasn't during that same time frame.
Well,
It was like
Schumer would have still been.
Schumer was still. So I think Schumer had already kind of escalated to like upper echelon, and then they were starting out. Her and Tomlinson, kind of on like, oh, she did it. Let's really get into it. But besides those two, later on, you didn't have this like really big, vast like. You had a couple on like Last Comic Standing, like you said, but like big ones wasn't a thing back then.
Whitney. I can't remember her surname. Whitney, though.
Was
Whitney.
yeah, I get.
But we're killing
See, I remember
this right now.
Huh?
We're murdering this right now.
Yeah, but I don't
wish one of us did our homework.
No, I know, but I don't see Whitney Cummings as like where Amy Schumer was.
I feel like Whitney was probably. I don't know if she was in like movies and TVs, but like stand up wise, I really feel like she was probably even beyond that.
Yeah, because her stand up was really good too. Another one who can like talk about things beside her vagina and sex.
Well, remember I said the comedian with the camel toe, and it was a whole bit.
Mm-hmm.
That
Whitney
was
Cummings.
Cummings.
Okay, but was it like a whole hour of camel toe jokes? Probably not.
Well, no, she had the denim. She did a tour just wearing like a Canadian tuxedo. Shout out to Canada. But like she had this camel's fucking hoof in it, and like she even did a close up of it on Instagram, and it became a whole ass thing. So I don't know.
I had no idea that she did a whole bit about camel toe.
Well, she didn't do a bit about it. It was just she was posting her camel's hoof to fucking Instagram.
That's a bit. You posted on Instagram. It's a bit now.
I suppose it is. I guess.
Yeah,
but she is part of the Rogan sphere, right?
Not Whitney Cummings, no.
I feel like she's been on Rogan a bunch.
Just because you're on Joe Rogan doesn't mean you're part of that sphere. You're not Burt Kreischer or
Well, yeah, sorry.
Joey Diaz.
I should have. Hey, leave Joey alone. Okay, Joey is the best fucking comedian that's been on that show. Joey is beyond funny. When I'm feeling down and I want to shoot myself, I listen to Joey. I listen to his Good Morning America thing, like where it's like, put on the national anthem. Put on the national anthem.
So you know who Anthony Jeselnik is?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently Amy Schumer dated him.
That tracks. That makes sense.
Does it? Sounds like
it's the same kind of fucking boring white person.
No, Amy Schumer's a little more exciting than Anthony Jeselnik. I love his comedy. He's awesome, hilarious. But I can't see them two
like
doing anything but
it could have been like one of those
eating cake together or some shit.
Yeah, I don't listen. Look, just actually, John, I'm not going to be a chauvinistic prick.
Just go ahead.
I couldn't. It'd be like fucking a bouncy castle. Like I just don't think I could, or a leather sofa.
A leather sofa.
She's just like I don't. Like if she had like an amazing personality, I'd be like, I see why you're attractive, but she doesn't. Like it's. I guess sometimes she's kind of funny.
Here's what's not going to make her attractive even more. Based on our trusty Wikipedia page that we're on right now, she supported Andrew Cuomo to be mayor of New York City a couple months ago.
Why? She knows what he did.
I don't know.
That's
sure.
Strange.
Not sure. So I'm like, I just saw that. I'm like, oh God, no. Mm-mm.
But again, that is from Wikipedia. Like I can't.
Well, hold on. I gotta see the links.
Oh, he's pulling up the receipts. Here we go.
Nope, CBS News.
Oh, fuck. She did it on CBS. Like she didn't just do it like in a fucking interview for like on the side of Rolling Stone, the back page somewhere.
No, wait. See, this is about her. Wait, that's the one. All right, yeah. It says that, but then the source is not great. She did vote. She supported Cuomo, but then voted for Cynthia Nixon, who was on Sex and the City when she ran for governor of New York.
She ran for governor of New York?
She
did. You want to fuck the rest of the place?
Cynthia Nixon, not other one.
Cynthia Nixon. What's on Cynthia?
You're talking about Kim Cattrall. That's
I
different.
thought about Kim Cattrall.
Yeah, you are.
She ran for mayor.
How do we get? I'm trying to figure out how we transition from things. We just jump.
Because no, but this is the fucking thing. This is why, like, we went to podcasting, which like, hey man, know what I miss? Radio. I miss radio too. Let's do fucking radio, but on the internet. And then we realized like our personalities are meant for radio, like ADHD radio, not fucking being That's us. Laser focused on this.
Anywho, in January 2016, Schumer was accused of stealing jokes from comedians Tammy Pascatelli, Kathleen Madigan, Wendy Lieberman, and Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah.
Schumer denied the allegations.
Yeah.
Other comedians such as Mark Maron and Dave Rubin defended Schumer.
Maron fucking defended her?
Yes.
You know what? The more I fucking hear about Maron, the more I want to slap him because they are more. You're like, lad, can you just like not fucking sell out for 1 fucking second and stop having a fucking existential crisis? And look at how fucking lucky you are. And I love Maron's stand up. I think Maron is like one of the best fucking stand ups out there.
He is.
But like, I'm just like, lad, like, dude, what are you fucking doing? Like, relax. Like, why are you like? He was part of like the whole. Even though he's kind of more of a West Coaster, but he was part of that whole thing, like in the 90s, where like Dennis Leary and fucking. Actually, he lived with the screaming guy. What's his name? Kinnison. Like he lived with Kinnison, so he was around for a whole bunch of this shit. So you know what stealing jokes does. Also, that son of a bitch, he used to do a lot of fucking pieces with Patrice O'Neill. They used to have this like fake rivalry.
Yeah.
So if she has stolen the jokes, right? And I didn't want to bring this up because I don't want to be always the one that brings this up because I do think if you're a fucking comedian and there's an allegation you're stealing jokes, it's really like everything you do after that is now under that lens. And like I understand it can be accidental, it can be like parallel thinking, it can be a bunch of things. But like Maron knows he should know better than to defend Schumer. But I feel like then is when Schumer had like a lot of like she was a big shot in Hollywood, and I'm like, what are you really doing? Did you just want to get to the next season of your show greenlit? Like, was that it? Like, I don't.
Well, apparently there's a 26-minute compilation of the alleged joke deaths that we're gonna watch, and
right now,
no,
oh.
we're gonna watch it on our own time.
No. I've seen it already.
I haven't seen it, so I need to see it myself.
No, is
it like very like clear that she stole? Or
yeah, kind of. To be honest, like they're a bit too fucking similar to be coincidental. Like, and if it was once, it would be fine. But then I also wonder, like, do you have a bunch like when you get to that level of fame, like, do you have a bunch of like writers and they're stealing jokes? Because you can't be aware of every fucking joke.
But the three women she stole from, allegedly, I don't want to say allegedly, are comedians that are really funny. Like Pascatelli never got to that level. Kathleen Madigan had a few Comedy Central half hours, but nothing major. Lieberman was an 80s into early 90s comic. Also didn't get really big, but had a few like those HBO half hours back in the 80s when HBO was like all about comedy and kind of like that's what got them. Yeah. No, I mean, you think about like Robert Klein, George Carlin. They kind of made HBO.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They were HBO, but so they kind of leaned into a lot of those comedies, and Lieberman was all over HBO back then, but wasn't as big as Schumer would have gotten. So it's easy to steal from comics that no one knows about because who's going to go back and check? Who's seen Tammy Pascatelli in the last 20 years?
But like Patrice is huge, like both figuratively and literally. Like everybody knows his jokes, and also like the thing about stealing a Patrice, like it's very hard to reiterate a Patrice joke. It's very much a Patrice thing, but it's also like he's so well regarded, like especially among like young comedians coming up now. They revere him like he's a god, and all the other like female comedians really bothers them for whatever reason because he was a bit of a chauvinistic prick. But like it would be silly to do so. That's why I wonder, are they writers? Like kind of like how Paul Mooney used to like write for like Pryor and stuff like that. Did you? No, I'm going to go off on a sidetrack now, but
that's our bit. Let's go.
Oh no, I have something to tell you about Paul Mooney. I'll tell you later. Yeah, so it's like if it is, it could be like a haul of right. Like you don't know how many could be back there, or if there even is any. Maybe she's just blatantly stealing jokes because she doesn't care. 'Cause she's too big and powerful in fucking Amy Schumer land.
Well, Pascatelli said she apologized about. I guess she went at her hard. Marin said it was hate, which I think you said earlier in the podcast. How how are you so successful? How did you get here? Some people might have thought, and I think in the comedy community, that's probably what started happening. Like, how are you funnier than them? How did you get here and they're here, but they're funnier than you are up here? And I think that kind of goes with it too. Look at Carlos Mencia got huge. If Carlos Mencia was still regular Carlos Mencia, I don't think Joe Rogan would have jumped on stage and said what he said to him. If he was just some dude doing stand-up.
Well, because it wouldn't have mattered the joke he stole then. Do you know what I mean? Like in the Mencia case. And I think in Schumer's thing, again, I think Marin should shut the fuck up. Because it's like she is big. She already has a whole bunch of fame. So you should be more aware of what you're doing, and you definitely shouldn't be stealing jokes from lesser comedians. Not lesser comedians, because they are funnier than that, bitches. But it's like, perfect example, right? Was like you're kind of like the heights you hit. It doesn't. It's not like an estimation of your worth. You know what I mean? Like you can't put like a figure on it for any art, because like those paintings behind me, right there, that's a self-portrait. Like these ones I can't sell, right? And there's another about 30 over here. And the other day in the same same space I exhibited, I watched like 2 stickmen and a dick drawing sell for like $40 a piece, like, and it's like, and these were like discounted beyond. Honest to God, no, I'm not even joking. And there was one experiment that I did because I had one space right during my own exhibit. I don't want to make this about me because I feel so anxious when I talk about myself. My partner she did like a thing, but essentially how she did it was she put like black and then some gold and then just mushed it around her hands, and she's like, oh my God, I fucked it up. I was like, no, like throw it up there, maybe someone will buy it. So we put it up there for $20. That was the first thing that sold, like this stuff. So when you put it, like if you weigh that against someone like the other comedians that like she was like, it's really not. And I do honestly feel like someone like Marin, who I respect deeply, should shut his fucking mouth, because like that's really fucking dumb. And like you're taking from somebody's plate who has less. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it goes back to what I said at the beginning. Comedy subjective, right? So she got really big because the masses at that point in those first 3-4 years thought she was hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, Kathleen Madigan and Lieberman and other female comedians didn't get as big because the masses didn't see them as funny. They're probably niche and whatever. Mm-hmm. With that said, however, I'm of the mind where I always look at comedians and go, okay, maybe the jokes they stole, maybe they really didn't steal them. Maybe it was like
parallel thinking.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? Yeah, that joke sounds similar. I think someone said this, but they don't really know. They heard it, put it in their own words, change the words up, make their own experiences part of the joke, and it's just the same joke.
I do agree, and I think that that's something that happens. Like, I kind of think that that's what happened with Dennis Leary that time. I think he heard it, he was out of his mind on coke, and then he redid like a Bill Hicks bit, and like it can just happen. And even with like Amy Schumer, like that could just happen. But also, I don't think it should be defended the way it is. And did Schumer make a statement about it? Did she say like, "Listen, I'm so sorry. Like it was just similar, or whatever," or "I stole these fucking things"? Fuck you.
She denied it.
That's more annoying.
Straight up.
That's more annoying.
I have never and would never steal a joke from 2016. Instead of saying,
clearly did. Like there's actual evidence.
It's a 26-minute video on YouTube saying you did.
Like 26 minutes of proof. Like they need less for murder. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, she should be made apologize. Like, and every kind of accommodation she's ever achieved be stripped from her. The same way that it would with an athlete if they were cheating during a sporting event.
Yeah, they never get in trouble though. athletes. Come on.
But they get credit stripped
What are we
off
doing
them.
here?
Take trophies back.
Barely.
Do you remember who's bicyclist? What was his name again?
Oh, Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
That-
He got fucking hot water.
That was like a decade of cheating. He cheated a couple times. Like, okay, he took his drug test and got popped. Like, you're suspended for 1 season, and you're allowed to go back and probably cheat better because you can hide it better.
Okay, so in that same regard, right? Look at the when you like stand up. Realistically, is we'll say 45 minutes of filler if you're doing an hour, right? So 45 minutes of filler, and then 15 minutes of like actual. These are where the jokes are, right? So you have 27 minutes of these are where the jokes are that you took from somebody else. So how many comedy specials is that? That's like 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
yeah, like it's 10 years of cheating. Like put it in a time frame. It's still really shitty. Like you shouldn't be fucking doing it. If you're aware of it or unaware of it, you need to own up to that.
So would you say in a stand-up special, let's say you get 90 is a little long.
90 minutes is fucking ridiculous.
Let's say 70 minutes, hour and 10.
Yeah.
You're saying the first
including credits and opening bit.
What is it, like 3? So you get 107 minutes, let's say.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Would you say the first 20 minutes you go hard? The next 40 you kind of lay off the pedal. The last 10 you go hard again.
I thought, yeah. That's a tough one because I feel like that's like the way that you described it there. Like they say that thing, like, you know, like start on your second best joke and finish on your best joke. I think that's kind of trite and stupid because look at someone like Mitch Hedberg. How can you tell that guy to do that?
Yeah.
Like, that formula is not going to work for him, and nor would his formula work for you.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of takes, if you start making something, and I was only having a conversation about this the other day. If you take something like comedy, which is like, this is one of the things I fucking hate about kind of comedy now is like how mainstream it is. It feels like all my interests became super mainstream and every fucking Chad dickhead is fucking doing it, and I'm not weird for liking it anymore.
Yeah.
But like comedy, stand-up comedy is so close. It's almost like a sister to punk rock because it's countercultural. The whole point of it existing is for like people aren't meant to like it. It is countercultural. Like it's not for you. That was meant to be the whole thing. So this idea of like kind of like a formula of it or whatever of this art to be more appealing to the people that are watching it, to greater masses, seems kind of antithetical to what it is. So I think, yeah, that would be a winning formula, quote unquote. But you also kind of look at like how movies are made. You know, like let's just take that. Like there's first act, second act, and third act. It's always kind of shit and makes no sense. It's like apply that to like Rocky 1. Rocky 1 is like an 8-act film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so it doesn't apply. And I think the same thing kind of goes for comedy. Like we talked about like with Patrice episode where it's like to be that fucking laser focused and just that hot, just snappy, bang, 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 bang. Like, and also just make it look like it's a fucking breeze. Like, but also like just be so willing to fail that you don't fail. So even when you fail, it doesn't look like you're failing.
Yep.
You know, like where it was like the Patrice bit, my favorite line, and it's not even part of the show. It's like a white woman walked out and he's like, "Oh damn, that bitch looked like she's gonna write a letter." Like even though you've lost an audience member, it's like, which is like, if I was standing up at the stage, like I remember playing a gig one night and seeing 4 people leave and almost shitting my pants on the spot as I was playing, and just like even though you're failing, like you're just owning it and you're continuing to like rhapsodize with it. It's like that's kind of more of what it is. So to say like that this is the formula, and I've like seen
what the formula now is, I feel like. And I think watching a Schumer stand-up kind of brought me back to that point where I hate crowd work so much now.
Yeah.
Where they go, "What's your name? Where you from?" Okay. I'm like, God. And just watching her, like a little bit of interaction with the crowd. But she did her bits. She did her jokes. She hit and okay, good night, and left. I miss that. I hate the crowd because the last 20 minutes now, the formula now is the last 20 minutes. Hey, what's your name? Bill. Bill, you from here? I'm like, okay.
But that's in younger comedians. That's not in Marin. Like, or
no. I mean, and Marin's not big. Marin's never really been a big comedian. The bigger comedians, like a Matt Rife, even Aries is doing it now. Aries is doing 25 minutes of crowd work now. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
But Matt Rife isn't funny. He never was. He's just hot.
But he's selling at arenas. So
because he's hot. Like, that's like, if he just did OnlyFans, he'd way more money. Like, what are you doing this comedy thing for, dude? You're wasting your time. Just go jerk off on the camera. You'll make way more money.
Like as much as we kind of dislike Sebastian Maniscalco, he doesn't really fuck with the crowd a lot. If he sees something, he'll mention it. Like, this guy's wearing a fucking varsity jacket. What are you doing? But he moves on.
I went to I don't want to say the guy's name because I think he's a really fucking funny comedian. But there was a local comedian. He's a transplant from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Coco's Comedy Club in Cork. If you're from Cork, go to Coco's Comedy Club. It's actually a really great spot. And there was a couple of acts on, and me and my friend were there, and we kind of watched it for it, and it was kind of like it's all amateur. Like, none of it was. Yeah. It was moderately funny. Like, I laughed more than I would have laughed with, say, watching Amy Schumer. But this comedian came up, and he was doing the crowd work like basically everybody else does. There was a comedian before him that just had a couple of bits about like a driving test and comparing it to Mario Kart and whatever. He did a bit of crowd work, but he got to me, right? And he said, like, he was German, so it was really funny. He's like, where are you from? What do you do? So I told him what I do. He's like, oh, you're an artist and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, he made some kind of joke about that. It's like, he's like, I'm German, and the people think that I do what you do, but you look like you're an artist and you go to kinky sex clubs, right? And I was like, well, you're not wrong. I do that. That is me. Mm-hmm. And so that was funny. Like, I thought that bit's unique to me, right?
Yeah.
And then what the mistake that was made was I went back. So they had like an 8 to it was like a 6 to 8. Then they had like a 9:30 till 11, but that 9:30 till 11 had the same bunch of acts with a bigger comedian at the end. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I said to the guy in the door, I was like, listen, I'm going to go downtown to an establishment where women take their clothes off. Can we come back up? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, you paid your fee already. Like, don't worry about it, which was really nice of him.
Yeah.
So we go down there, we get absolutely fucking wrecked, and we come back. And then I realized he was like saying like, oh, I'm German. Like, what do you do? It was like another long haired guy in the audience wearing that, right? And he's like, oh yeah, like, I'm German. They think I'm like you, and that I'm an artist and I go to kinky sex clubs, but that's not true. And I was like, oh, you just did the same thing. But at the same time, I've seen that guy be really sharp and witty. Like, somebody kept on interrupting him. This was only like 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. Right? Somebody kept on interrupting him during the thing. And I don't know, he said like, oh my God, like the audience member said like, oh my God, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, nobody asked. He's like, he knew he kept going to inject, and so he was like, oh, you guys into kinky stuff? And she was like, yeah, I didn't know. Can you gag one another, please? So he's really, so I don't want to like to shit on him by like mentioning who he is, but something like that crowd work is more kind of common, and it does kind of cheapen it slightly. But if you kind of look at like where all these people kind of came from, it is part of the act, but the formula for it sucks. But then I don't know, like, do you like Stavros, the comedian?
Yeah, he's growing up. He's growing on me. He's not incredibly there, but he's growing on me.
Right, but the most of the clips of Stavy is like crowd work, and I hate it. I'm like, he's so much funnier than that. Like, he is way funnier.
Yeah.
Than that. Like, I don't think like that's the clips that should be kind of like circling Instagram. I don't know if it's like trying to get the audience, like me, the person watching it, going like, oh, if I go to a Stavros show, I could be part of the show. Like, I don't want to be part of the fucking show. Every time I go to a show, I'm part of the fucking show.
It's the look you have.
I always get pointed out. You know, like that's why I won't go to like fucking one of those live sex shows. I know I'm going to end up on that fucking stage, and I don't want to be, but like my pride is like, no, you got to go up there, you asshole.
And you gotta perform. You gotta be ready.
I'd have like 12 dicks in my mouth, but anyway.
Yeah. You need to be good with those 12 dicks. Okay, you kill those 12 dicks.
Hey, listen, I never did anything half-assed. Okay,
That's right.
All right. Anyway, so Schumer's formula. What's that like?
Well, I feel like back to the joke stealing. I feel like
that's where we were. Yeah,
that formula we talk about. I feel like maybe the formula is put those stolen jokes in that 45 minutes where they're less likely to be caught, and not put them in the first 20 or the last 20.
Yeah. Okay. So not in the ones that kill. Pepper them in between, but like you kind of, if you're doing that, this is what makes it less likely that it's like there's your writers involved, because it's like if you look at some of these jokes, you're kind of going like, oh, that one kills. Like, let's put it I'll do this one at the start. If you're aware that it's like, oh, this is somebody else's joke, you're definitely not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's hard. It's getting harder and harder to defend her with the joke stealing. I do honestly think, like, I don't know how she sold out the Apollo. Like, fucking fair play to you. Like, I don't know what else to say. But again, you know, numbers don't really count when it comes to credibility. I think she was someone who was meant to be on TV. Like, I feel like she should have been like the other character in like Two Broke Girls or something along those lines. Do you know what I mean? Or
I can see her. I can see her in that show.
Or the Big Bang Theory or something like that. Like, if she was, I think she's a TV person. Like, that's what she is. And I think even her style of comedy kind of like rolls into that a bit more. And she might have just like missed her mark a little bit.
So, okay. I'm kind of, as you're talking, I was looking at something. You know why her Apollo special was so good?
Because she stole all the jokes.
No, every joke stolen. Do you know who directed the special?
Like, directed the filming of it?
Directed the filming of it.
Okay, can I just, is it like a deep cut? Can I just
No, it's not. But thinking about it now, I'm like,
it's easy.
No, it's like, oh. Chris Rock directed it.
Oh, well, there you fucking go.
So in my head, I'm like, he's probably like,
he's the king of the Apollo.
That's okay. So now I'm like, that was like a really good special. I see why. He was running it.
I didn't know he did that.
So the timing was like
so
this.
Weird.
I'm shocked that he earned a Primetime Emmy nomination for the director.
That's fucking really something.
So,
well, like, that's weird.
Knowing that now, I'm like, that's why the special just seemed like a different level.
So is there anything she's done herself, really?
Except wrestler Dolph Ziggler? No, probably not.
She stole the jokes. She stole Chris Rock. Everything's a fucking lie.
Listen, she had I want to say 4-year run where she was like the biggest comedian, one of the biggest comedians in the world.
Yeah.
Between stand-up, doing like Trainwreck, she got on Comedians in Cars with Coffee, whatever the fuck it's called. Once you got on that show, you're like legitimate.
With my favorite person. I love an airplane peanuts. Fucking donkey. Fucking kitty fiddling donkey.
So
why is she the barometer? Like, why is everybody's like, oh yeah, but fucking look at Seinfeld?
Because what he did at the time, when he started at the time, it was like cutting
Underage girls, was it?
Of just like observational shit.
Wow.
Compared to think about when he started like the 80s, and think about the Dangerfields, think about the Kennisons, think about I think the Tom Foreman's who came out. Like, it was different what they were doing. Like, they were the Comedy Store guys, and think about what Seinfeld was doing. It was completely different than what they were doing. So it got people like, oh shit, this is kind of different. And that's what happened.
Well, it's different. It's about airplane peanuts. That's crazy. I never thought airplane peanuts could be funny, but that guy's in a suit. This is so. Oh my god, you guys are on the water cooler right now because that's who that's for. That's who that's for. It's like people reiterating shit jokes. And you're talking about observational comedy, like Hicks did that. Like
Yeah.
it's not a difficult fucking thing to do. Fucking Batman did that. What's his name? Fucking
Christian Bale.
no, the other one. Before that.
Adam West.
First after West, before Clooney.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. When Michael Keaton used to do stand up, because Michael Keaton used to do stand up, like that was his shtick. So like that's not an exclusively like a fucking Jerry Seinfeld thing. Jerry Seinfeld just make it boring.
I'm still in this butterfly effect of what if Michael Keaton continued doing stand up? What would have, because people still say they said Keaton was hilarious.
Oh, he was funny. I've watched
like what if he didn't veer off into like Clean and Sober and fucking that weird movie where he was like in an insane asylum with Christopher Lloyd, which I can't remember off the top of my head, and did Batman? Like, what if he stayed with comedy? Like, what would have happened?
Still did Batman?
No, what?
That's why Batman never did Batman.
Batman wouldn't have happened if he didn't do those other movies leading up to Batman. Because he's already kind of in Hollywood circles as like, oh, this guy's good.
You know what? We could be. It's the what if scenario. It's the same what if as in like, what if Seinfeld and Schumer were funny? You know, wouldn't that be great? Like,
can you at least say Seinfeld, the TV show, is funny?
Because Larry David is really funny. That's why. That's why that's funny.
Not because of Seinfeld, but because of Larry David.
100% is Larry David. Like watch all the bits of Seinfeld, right? Watch how many shows like oh my god, I can't remember the name, but there's a really popular Netflix show that actually copied about 10 jokes from Seinfeld. It's the one with the mom from Home Alone in it.
Catherine O'Hara?
Yes.
Is that Schitt's Creek?
Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Schitt's Creek just blatantly stole a bunch of things from Seinfeld. But if you watch a whole bunch of Seinfeld, right, like watch it and then watch Curb right after it, you'll see how superior Curb is. And one of the reasons that it's so much better is because it's written and directed entirely by Larry David, and there's not this character bullshit, right? There's not. You just don't have the fucking Seinfeld presence.
Well, it's also
better,
different show because Curb is completely improv.
But it's not. It's slightly improv.
They have outlines. It's like this is the one. Okay, go.
100%. Yeah.
So, different Seinfelds had scripts and they had to follow the script, and they weren't really allowed to go off the script. Yeah. I think Kramer might have did occasionally, but for the most part, that was it.
Only when there was black people around.
Yeah, Kramer. but Keaton, like first of all, Mr. Mom was on. Mr. Mom, Johnny Dangerously, and Gung Ho were on the same month on HBO, and I'm like, damn, he had like some really good fucking movies back in the 80s. I forgot,
bro. But like even when he went into the 90s, even when he did like Jackie, like you forget he's in Jackie Brown.
Well, he did Batman Returns. I remember the paper about like one day in the Daily News somewhere. Multiplicity was fucking weird with the 4 Michael Keatons.
Oh yeah,
and then Jackie Brown, and then nothing. Well, Jack Frost. I was gonna say that.
Frost,
but wasn't really made for us. Let's be honest. Wasn't a movie for us.
I was a kid when that came out, man.
I was 15, so I didn't really give a shit. But yeah, there was nothing until that fucking the movie Bird movie. What was that fucking called?
Oh, Birdman.
Yeah, the Bird movie, Birdman. Yeah,
Birdman.
But what if he stayed doing stand up? Could he have been at the Apollo? I think he
would. Would he went to Chris Rock territory? Would you get slapped by Will Smith? Slapped by a famous cock on TV? Fucking pathetic. I fucking talk about this shit. Like, I do know something. Like, right? Say if we were a bigger show, right? And I was saying there how unfunny
we will.
Like how unfunny Seinfeld is, right? I would, you know what? I'd be torn to ribbons. The show would be cancelled. Seinfeld himself would sue me, right?
Yeah.
But he'd definitely sue me. But here's the thing about that. There's so much truth to that, but you just can't believe it. And the reason you can't believe it is because you're not looking with your eyes. You're looking through this like Hollywood media thing, where it's like, oh, like he's the legend. He's Jerry Seinfeld. Watch his shit. and try to stay a fucking wake. Like the last time you were good, you had Larry David telling you what to say. Like,
and rumor writers writing what Larry David's telling them to write.
100%.
What happened to me in a subway? Let's write that down.
Exactly. Like, so it's like you can't actually. There is like just this cult of personality nonsense, especially in your country, right? That you have to like these people, and I think Schumer kind of falls into that. Whereas like she got big, we're all there like, why is she big? She got bigger, and you have like your Isla Scheislinger or whatever the fuck her name is. You have your your Ali Wong. Like people who are just genuinely fucking really talented and really good. Not getting to that level because you're not entering into the media sphere. Like David Bowie said it once upon a time, it's like it's not about being good, it's about controlling the media and what they say about you. And that's all that it is. And I think honestly, like the fact she was stealing jokes and the fact she denied it had us talking about her more. Like we dedicated a fucking good hour of this to a fucking nobody.
Yeah. Who's done nothing since like 2023.
I think she's going to come back with a book, and then she'll come back with a fucking this is how my relationship fell apart, and then she'll try to stand up again, and then people will be like, oh man, she actually kind of sucks because she's not in the headlines. I don't want, like, you're allowed to be good. It's not that you are good, you're allowed to be good, right? So even if she does it, like, do you know what? It could be one of those weird swan song things where it's actually like, wow, that was actually really eye-opening and fucking amazing, really genuinely funny, but then that one will sink. And then she might do a TV thing, and then she'll appear on fucking whatever the future version of Oprah is, and then she'll die, and we'll all go like, "Oh, remember Amy Schumer? She was so funny. She did this, she did that, she did fuck all."
That kind of like cookie cutter, like, oh, she was really good back in the day. What happened to Amy Schumer when she's like 4 kids deep and like not doing anything else?
Yeah, because we forget about everything that I just mentioned. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like we have a short fucking memory. It's like how people here were like, oh my God, it's such a loss that Margaret Thatcher died. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
You want to talk about See You Next Tuesday? That was one.
Oh, she's not See You Next Tuesday. She's a hell-raven cunt.
I was trying not to use the word.
Fucking bitch. And anyone who decides to quote her.
And on that note, I think we should end right there. We've had appearances by children. The C word dropped. A lot has happened in this hour, 27-minute show that we've had today.
I once again called Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Springer.
I was going to do it every episode. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get a DMCA against us.
We talked about it having Richard Pryor as our next episode, and you had a good point of like, before we get there,
let's get the rhythm right first.
Let's do one more.
Or just a nice upload schedule, even so people will actually start watching it again.
Nice uplifting. Our next episode, the rise and fall of redneck comedy.
Oh, I have my Kilba hat and I forgot it. I'm so mad.
If you're a fan of Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy, you're probably going to hate this show. Not going to lie to you.
No, there is some good points there.
Don't watch it. We'll talk about Ron White. Ron White will be the center of attention for this episode.
Ron White's my man. I love Ron White.
But if you love Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck and not want to watch the show.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what though? You should watch the show, and there's a comment section over there. You should tell me what you think of me in there, and like share with your friend. Like hate us. That helps us too. You know what I mean? Like
that fuels us. The hate fuels us.
Yeah, I'll give you my address. You can fight me on the street. It'd be awesome.
So redneck comedy be focused our next episode, which will be, let's say, next month.
Let's not even give a fucking day. It's going to be the next episode. Hopefully, it's soon.
Well, it's January. Next episode will more than likely be early February. We're going to try to do this every couple of weeks. It's January 24th. I can say with certainty it will be before February 24th.
I'm not so confident about that, but
fuck you.
I'm just saying, like,
it's gonna happen. God damn it! I'm gonna make this happen. But thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.
Are we going to do the Mig anytime soon, or are we just letting that die?
Which one? No, you want to do Woody Guy? We do Woody Guy. You tell me when.
We need to do like back to back on that one. Actually, no, we should do that. Let's do this, and I'll throw a stupid Mig in somewhere in between.
We'll do that. So next episode, redneck comedy, Moody Irish Guy return to. So One Cop Podcast Network. Also, by the way, Armchairing every Wednesday night. They're right there.
Oh, what's arm sharing? Tell me about arm
Armchair
sharing.
is with Bruce, who was a watcher of my basketball show, who we gave a show to. He talks about, God, basketball, football, soccer, tennis, whatever sport you can think of. He talks about it for an hour.
Can you do an episode? Can you tell Bruce to do an episode on hurling? Like he just has to Google it, watch a couple of matches, and then I'll watch arm sharing because this is primarily a fucking sports network that I'm part of.
It is.
And I know nothing
this
about
show
sports.
is all basketball. This is also me.
Tell me about the boxing.
That's mine. That's all basketball.
All right,
but yeah,
you
hurling, probably not. But I will bring it up in our next production meeting.
Fucking do it. Like, don't be a bitch. Do it. Just do it, Shia LaBeouf.
Do it.
If you want to send me a personal death threat or DM or tell me how much you want to fuck me, or if you would like to buy any of the paintings you see here, if you go to Instagram, put in @artist Tom Frost, TOMFROST, you can hit me up and I will definitely talk to you. I'll even respond to your death threats. I love you all.
No, he doesn't. For Tom and Katie, we'll see you next time.